Welcome guys to another episode of PUBG Mythbusters, this series where I test various PUBG myths suggested by the community. Today we have the following myths to test. Crouch running is faster than running normally when in shallow water. The pan can penetrate building walls and kill players you can't even see. The level 3 bag is easier to spot than the level 2, which makes the level 2 bag a better tactical choice. When running in shallow water, you can't sprint, which puts a limit to your movement speed. But when crouch running, your footsteps sounds faster and it looks like you're moving quicker. But are you really moving quicker, or is it simply an illusion? Let's find out using this bird's eye view and compare the two cases. The movement speed is identical regardless of crouching or standing, so no, you don't move quicker while crouched and the myth is busted. This is however interesting knowledge, as you should always move while crouched in shallow water, because you will be harder to spot and hit without losing any movement speed. The next myth is a bit strange. Is it really true that the pan is so powerful that it can hit through walls and kill enemies you can't even see? I mean, that would be a pretty good way to freak out some shack campers, wouldn't it? One player goes camping inside the shack, while the other gets ready to swing the pan. And it seems to be working. Is it really because of the pan, or can you simply penetrate this wall? The wall is impenetrable, and yet the pan still hits the enemy. Testing the same thing from a different angle and a different wall. The pan still hits the enemy, while the M249 does not. But why is this? It turns out that the hitbox of the pan somehow does not get obstructed by other objects, thereby allowing it to move freely through walls. I doubt this is intentional, and I think we got a bug on our hands. Nevertheless, the myth is confirmed. It is possible to penetrate walls with the pan and hit players on the other side. Further testing also showed that this seems to be working with all melee weapons and all walls. The last myth we will investigate is if it's really true that the level 3 bag is easier to spot than the level 2 bag due to its bigger size. First, let's investigate the size of the bags and see how big the difference actually is. The level 3 bag is bigger, but honestly not as much as I thought. Still, it does stick out more from your body, it is wider and higher positioned. The level 2 bag interestingly sits a bit lower. It is difficult to judge if it's better to have a highly positioned bag or a lower positioned bag. Overall, the level 3 bag model size is slightly bigger than the level 2. But does this make any difference when it comes to being spotted? Hiding behind a rock where the bag sticks out, the level 3 bag is slightly bigger. Hiding behind a tree, the difference is barely there because the character models in PUBG has a forward-leaning posture when standing. But how about snaking? Is it easier to spot the snake with the level 3 bag compared to the level 2? Honestly, I can barely see any difference here, it is so close. However, when spotting a prone player in the grass, the level 3 bag is very slightly more noticeable. So overall, yes, it is easier to spot a level 3 bag and the myth is confirmed. But the difference is super small, smaller than I thought it would be, so I might start picking up the level 3 bag a bit more often. Now that's all I had for you guys in this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'm also streaming on Twitch, and I would love if you drop by to say hi. And I'll see you guys next time.